is Cookies and Crochet, and I am Abby. I'm so glad you could join me today. So I think I have everything I need. I don't have a lot to share today, I will be honest. I don't have a lot of finished objects, and I would have done a video last week, but I didn't have anything finished. I do have a couple things finished that I wanted to share with you, but I just don't have a whole lot. I've been working on bigger projects that take a little bit more time. Trying to finish up the Afghan for my husband, which was supposed to be his Christmas gift. I didn't get it done. And then I was working on I had started another crochet cardigan back in October, I believe, or November. But hadn't worked on it for quite a while, and I picked that back up because I wanted something I could wear in the springtime. So anyway, that's why I don't have a lot of finished objects to share with you today. But I do have a couple. I have one in crochet. I have a shop update. We'll talk about that more later. And then I have an almost finished object in knitting. And then, what was the other thing I wanted to share? Okay, I can't remember the other thing I was going to share. But anyway, what I am wearing today, I am wearing my, this is called a shrug that I made. The book is out of, the pattern is out of this book, Simply Scarfy. Purchased this at Michael's, and I will show you the picture of it really quick. And last week, if you watch my video from last week or the week before last, I can't remember, I was wearing my Ruana, and I didn't have that book with me. Well, here is I'll share the picture of the Ruana. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. So the shrug I am wearing. Here is the picture of the shrug. So I used the Red Heart. What is it called? Ombre? Is it the Super Saver Ombre? I think that's what it's called. I know I have some more in my room here. Is that it? I'm sorry, hang on just a minute. Guys, I'm sorry. I thought I was ready. I'm not ready. Okay, yes, okay. So it's the Red Heart. This is not the color I used, but it's the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. So it changes color gradually. I love these, by the way. I really do. I love these. So I used it for this one. The gray is anthracite, I believe, and then the peachy orange is a coral. So I used those two colors for this shrug, and I will do a quick turn so you can see the back. It's pretty long, and it doesn't really have sleeves. It's more or less kind of like a poncho, but it attaches, or you sew it on the sides, and then it has this nice, what am I trying to say? Not border, not edging, just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thrown together this morning. I really am. You're going to have to bear with me, okay? We had a snowstorm come through. It dumped about 10 inches of snow on us over a course of 2 days. Our kids have been out of school. They're home again today. I really was not wanting to film today, but since I didn't film last week, I was like, I better film. So anyway, I'm trying to do this while the kids are kind of quiet and watching a movie. So hopefully you don't hear them in the background. I know one of them knocked. But anyway, so I'm kind of thrown together this morning. I'm sure you know what that's like. So anyway, just please bear with me, and I'm really sorry. So the edging, I guess, or border, I really like. And then on the back, it has a little bit of, if I can show that, yeah. This is the bottom edging. So anyway, it is very warm. It's very snuggly, and it's very long. I made mine quite long, and the only problem is kind of the sleeves. I kind of have to move them up on my arm if I'm going to be, you know, in the kitchen doing something. If I'm sitting on the couch just crocheting, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me much, but it's kind of constricting is what I meant to say. So anyway, but I still like it. It was one of my first, this was my very first clothing apparel, like a garment, I mean, that I made in crochet. This was my very first one. So, big deal. Okay, let me grab my coffee. It is very, very chilly in here. Very, very cold. Very, very cold. We had a lot of wind. So when it was snowing, we had a lot of drifts. I'm probably going to have to go out and help my son shovel the driveway and shovel the walkway, so when my husband comes home, he can get in okay. But anyway, we're stuck inside right now. Okay, so my finished object, I am really excited about this in crochet. I wanted to share. Oh, it's just so adorable. And I've never made these before. I wish I had a little table right here. That would be exquisite. Or maybe I'll just put it here. Okay, you know how kids are always losing their mittens at school, or their gloves or whatever. You're always losing them, right? Between home and school and the car. One always gets lost, okay? So anyway, my youngest was complaining how her hands were so very cold, and it has been very, very cold. Just this last week, it's been really, really cold. And so I noticed her hands were kind of getting red, and, you know, with the dry skin and stuff. And so anyway, I made her a pair of mittens. So I wanted to share those with you. I think they're so adorable. I've never made mittens before in crochet or knitting, never. When I first started crocheting, I did try a pair for myself, and I could not figure out the thumb, and so I gave up. And I'll share the pattern in just a minute, but this also, you attach a chain so it can go through their sleeves and their coat, so they'll never know. Hopefully. They can still get lost, I'm sure. But anyway, yay! So anyway, keep them together, and I was able to try them on her hand, make sure they fit. The yarn I used, I will share really quickly. I used this Comfy Cotton blend from Lion Brand, and this is the colorway, is it Flower Garden? Yes, Flower Garden. Now this is 50% cotton and 50% polyester. And in the pattern it did say to use some kind of yarn that had a kind of like a man-made fiber in it to kind of strengthen it, to, you know, so it wouldn't, so it would be durable, I guess. Long lasting, I don't know. Anyway, so I thought the polyester in there would really help. I don't think I would use 100% cotton. And of course, I'm sure you could use 100% acrylic too, but these were gorgeous colors, and I knew my girls would love these. So I am gonna make another pair for my middle daughter, and they're so close in size and age that I think if I made them the exact same size, I'm sure they would fit. So, oh, let me share the pattern. So the pattern is out of this book. It's Crochet. This book I actually got at my local library. It was in their bookstore in the basement. And I will try to look online and see if I can find them, if they're still for sale. I'm sure they are, but I don't know what year this book came out. But anyway, if I can find it on Amazon, I will link it in the description box down below if you are interested. Okay. This is a very simple, very easy pattern for these mittens. It worked up very quickly. I was a little nervous, but the directions were very clear, and I was able to try them on my daughter's hands while I was making them. This is also the book I made their ponchos out of. I made my girls ponchos, just granny square ponchos, and this was the book I got it out of also. Also has socks in here and slippers. So this is a very fun book. Okay, here's the mittens. Child mittens with string. So let me make sure. Just share the picture. There you go. Got it? There. Aren't those cute? Yay! Okay, so it also has some ladies' wrist warmers that I kind of want to try. I don't know if I'm going to get around to it because I have so many other projects, but I would like to. Oh, I wanted to share these beautiful roses. My husband got me these roses for Valentine's Day. They're just so beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? So nice, so wonderful. Hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day too. We didn't do a whole lot. We just went out with some friends for dinner, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so for my next, this is a whip, but it is almost finished. It is nearly done, and I wanted to talk about this a little bit. So this is a hat, my very first knit hat. For my daughter. I just about poked myself in the eye with that needle. Did you see that? Wow. I'm gonna have to start wearing goggles to protect myself from myself. Protect myself from myself. Anyway, this is a hat I am working on for my youngest, or not my youngest, my middle daughter. I am using Red Heart Roll With It tweed in the colorway. This is 100% acrylic. Colorway. Modern Pastel. Okay. And my daughter had come into my room several times, my yarn room, and she found this pom-pom type thing that came in one of my mystery gem boxes from the little gray girl. This little ball of fluff that's supposed to go on top of a hat, because one of the kits comes with yarn and some patterns for hats. So I was going to make a hat for myself and put the pom-pom on. But she saw it and she's like, "Oh, it's so soft, it's so soft." She's like, "Mommy, I need a hat. Will you make me a hat and put this on it?" And I was like, at first I was like, no, honey, I'm gonna make myself a hat and use that. But she just kept, asking and asking and asking. I was like, okay, yes. So I went searching for a very simple, very quick and easy knit hat, because I have never made a knit hat before. Never. So the pattern is actually out of this book, and this was sent to me by my very good friend Kathy. She's one of my subscribers, and she sent this book to me, so that was so kind of her. Thank you, Kathy. And I have used it quite a bit. It's very helpful. So the hat pattern I found is this one right here on the back. So I originally started out, because the pattern does call for you to work it on straight needles. Okay, so I started it on straight needles, and these are wooden. I did not have any straight needles in the aluminum or the metal in the size that it called for. All I had was the wooden ones, and after I got to a certain point, I got so fed up with it. I was like, okay, I'm switching. Here's maybe a better picture of it right here. Can you see that? Okay. Yeah, it also has mittens. Anyway, so I switched over to a longer circular needle. It's actually from my Denise interchangeable set. Another thing Kathy suggested to me, my friend. Kathy from Maine. Hi, Kathy. Anyway, Yeah, so I love those, and I use them quite a bit. But so that is, I switched it over. I set it down. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I switched it over onto these. Much easier, much easier. So I'm decreasing now. And I think it's really pretty. I like the colors. I will say, because the color change is so gradual, for a hat, I do like so many rows, and then I cut the yarn and I move on to the next color because I really wanted lots of color. I didn't want it, if I had kept on, it probably would have been a two color hat. So this way she'll get lots of colors because she loves lots of different colors. But anyway, so yeah, I'm working on the decreases now at the top, and then you seam it together, and then I will put the pom-pom on top. So hopefully I will have that done. If the kids do go back to school tomorrow, hopefully I'll have it done. She can wear it to school. I need to get her mittens done too, so I may be very busy today trying to get the hat and the mittens done. Okay, so that's that, right? That's that. Okay. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to share with you really quickly about, and I'm at 16, good, okay. Okay, the other thing I wanted to share with you, so you know, earlier, I don't know, a couple months back, I had been kind of mulling over selling my bags online. I didn't know for sure how I was going to do that. I didn't know how it was going to work, but that was something that I kind of wanted to do. So I am jumping in. I looked around at a couple different options. I looked at Etsy, I looked at Shopify. I'm not really ready for my like a website. I'm not there. But I was talking to my brother, and he was kind of helping me with some options, and one of the options was to sell on Instagram. So I started another account that will be strictly for selling bags that I make, pouches, totes, notion cases, anything of that nature. So I started my page, so you can follow me. It's called Bags by Abby, and I will put it on the screen here and also in the link down below, and a link in the description box if you're interested. But I do have two things that I made. They are ready to sell. So I thought I would go ahead and share them. I did share them over on Instagram already, but if you're not on Instagram, I can go ahead and share them now. Excuse me. This is a large project bag that I made, and I did some quilting on the front. It's got the nifty carrying strap. I also did the little swivel clasp, so you can hang little scissors or stitch markers on there. It has a zipper opening. It is fully lined, and two large inner pockets, pretty deep pockets, and you can put your knitting needles, your crochet hooks, you know, anything almost you can think of to put in there. But I just did a simple gray lining and then a pretty blue, light blue pockets, fabric for the pockets. So this bag is for sale. If you're interested, let me know. This is $25 plus shipping. Okay. And then I did this bag, and I will have more things coming in the shop as I make them. This is just what I have ready right now. So this is not it. There will be more things coming. My next bag is this little Notions pouch. It's got the swivel clasp. It's got the little handle, zipper. I did some quilting on the front, if you can see that. And both of these bags have the box shaped, so they do sit flat. They stand, and it has the fusible fleece in it, so it does hold its shape really well. This has the zipper. This does not have a pocket. It's just a Notions case. You can put all different, you could put like a sock project in here. It's a good thing for that. Or you can just hold your little odds and ends, stitch markers, scissors, tape measure, little scraps of yarn you could hold in there. So anyway, that is for sale. Also, this is for $15 plus shipping, $15. So there's that. Okay. So I think that is all I had to share with you today. I will. Do I have enough time? Maybe I'll mention this. So I've been watching the Missouri Star Quilt Company, as I mentioned in my last video. I really like them a lot. I went through their videos, and one of them is a tutorial, well, several tutorials, but one of them was for a beginner's quilt. I want to make a quilt. So I went to my local, I actually found a quilting store here in town. I didn't even know we had. So I went in there and I found some fabric, and I want to try to make my very first quilt. So it looks pretty easy. It's just actually doing it. But of course you have the batting that you put in the middle, and then the backing, and then I think the binding you put around the outside. Now that is stuff, don't know how to do all that. I mean, I can do batting and put on the back, but as far as the binding, I've never done before. And quilting I've done before. I don't have a fancy like quilting sewing machine though, so it wouldn't be anything fancy. It would just be lines. But anyway, that's something that I will be doing also, but that will be a bigger project. But I do want to that to be something that I can share with you guys as I'm working on it, in case I'm sure there are sewers out there, quilters that are watching, or maybe will be in the future. Anyway, something I can share with you, what I learn and the mistakes I make, and do not do this type thing. So anyway, that's something I'm excited about doing. Maybe something I can have, you know, on our bed in our room, or on the back of the couch, or something like that. You know, just, both my great grandmothers quilted, and we have quilts that they made. Well, my mother has one. I don't know if my dad has one, but anyway, both my great grandmothers were quilters and made beautiful quilts. So it's in the family. So that just, you know, makes me want to do it even more. So anyway, all right, I think that is all I had to share today. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your thumbs up and your subscription here, and also over on Instagram. If you cannot find the Bag by Abby, it is under my Cookies and Crochet Instagram, so you can find it under there. I'll put links down below too if you're interested. Is that all I had to share with you today? I think it is. Okay. All right, so take care. God bless. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Where'd my coffee go? Can't find my coffee. Here's my coffee.